Okay. We are in Kindersley, Saskatchewan in Canada. I don't know why it put United States there. Up there. But you can see the dot up here. You know where you're at. Love doing these that are not in the United States. The date is October the 3rd, 1965 at 12:01 p.m. So let's move it to 12:01. There we go. It's noontime, baby. And let's go to the sun. Ooh, I hit something, didn't I? You are a Virgo, with Mercury there as well. So you speak as a Virgo too. This is mutable Earth. We've been talking a lot about these mutable Earth signs and what all's going on for them because they're the game changers. And you're probably going to fall in Leo here. Yeah. Very close to Virgo though. But yeah, your Pluto's going to be in Leo, so that's going to save you. You won't have to be on the forefront, but you're still going to feel this effect of what's coming up in 2020. Here's another one, repeating pattern. The last one I did had Uranus and Pluto both in Leo. But your Mars is not sitting there. They had Mars, but I mean almost in identical positions. So your outer transformation and your inner transformation is ruled by the sun that rules this sign that is over here in your birth sign. So that may help you out a little bit. You're going to feel a lot of transference from sun rule here because the sun owns this sign. Let's move through. Wow, here we go again. Falling right on that line. What do you say? Am I a Scorpio or am I a Libra where my Mars is concerned? Jupiter's been showing up here. It's your action. I'm calling this one clearly in Libra. Of course, this is that eagle and the serpent. And your Venus is here too. She's balancing this out. You have to check out where she's at. This is the first time I've seen this. To where this part of the scales right here was originally that serpent that the eagle holds. You can see that symbol in the flag of Mexico. And this was the symbol of Enki or wisdom. And then the eagle was Enlil. Of course, your two gods and the serpent in the garden and all of that. But there you are. There's your Venus. Your love is your action. Your male and your female, both dynamics, are literally in the last decan of this house. So they are together. Let's move on through. Your moon in Sagittarius. I don't know what phase that is in, and I don't know what's retrograde in your chart. Here's another one. Just saw this a while ago too. A lot of repeating patterns. Let me pause this. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I had to pause for a second. I had to sneeze. Saturn over here. Of course, Saturn rules this repeating pattern that's showing up in these charts. I have my moon and my Venus here, so I know how this feels. This is considered the well of souls. Saturn rules this. Saturn couldn't be in a better place to me in the whole chart than right where it is. It's in all the lucky stars. So your trials, they should have been easy. But if this Saturn is retrograde, that is a hard time. Any of the planets that, especially Saturn, if it's retrograde in its own sign, in this position, everything in your life is going to go backwards. So, and I don't know whether it's retrograde or not. I don't have my equipment up to speed on that yet. Jupiter in Gemini, and the left foot, the feminine side of Gemini. And the United States is born under this chart with the sun in Gemini right here. Let me back off some of this. What all have I got here? Don't need that. There we go. Okay, I think we saw the Pluto and Leo here. Now, okay, your Mercury and your sign. Mercury rules this sign. Mercury rules Virgo. So your communications, when you say something, you say what you mean what you say, because it's coming straight. You speak literally from your gut. So this was a person who probably spoke the truth. And this here, Venus is an earth sign. Mars rules Aries, which is a fire sign. And Venus rules Taurus, which is fixed earth. And so neither one of these are in houses. This is not a very comfortable place for either one of these planets. And the action, of course, in Libra, but as we've seen in the last couple of videos with the planets that land right here on this cusp, it's like you're on the wire, you're on the line, you can go either way. It's more in Libra here than the Jupiters were, but again, Mars is not happy being in this house, and neither is Venus. He's a fire sign, and she's an earth sign. Your action and your heart are in the same place, but again, and it's going to be opposite of what's going on over here. This is how people see you, though, which is completely not you. That's just not you. You're over here with your sun and then Saturn ruling in this house. But you are seen as a Sagittarian, a humanitarian outwardly, but much grief inwardly. And for some reason, I just get a gut instinct here that this is probably retrograde. Let's find out. Let's kick it up a few months. Yep. You see that? Let's kick it back. Do I even have this date right? This is supposed to be October 1965. Okay, we need to come back. Yep. That's what's going on there. Hard time. Very hard time. Can be the best or the worst of times being right here. And unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Why does that keep popping up there? I know not. Let's find out where Neptune is in this chart. Where's the water? Wow, okay. This changes everything over here. We just saw this a while ago too. Neptune, or this water god, in this serpent sign, this knowledge, this wisdom of water. Again, somebody who, and Venus and Mars here in this sign, and the god of water over here with an earth sign and a fire sign. And literally, Julius Caesar dug this hole right here and put this sign right here. It didn't exist. It was this serpent you're looking at right here, and this was an eagle. And you can see the eagle's claws would have landed here and here, holding this serpent that come from this guy. And so it was about wisdom and knowledge. And then they tell you this is Libra, and it's supposed to mean justice or balance. No, it has everything to do with the market. I call it the pit. This is the pit they dug in the sky. And they hid so much in here. This is a hidden symbol of wisdom, of great wisdom, of knowledge. Usually people with this right here, this Neptune here, or whatever planet falls right here, that's where your great knowledge lies. So it had something to do with water, because it's the water god, the wisdom of the water god, to fall right here. And we just saw this, these same repeating patterns. Right over here on this line, falling on the snake, and then being over in the water. There are different planets, but this Neptune here, and then again Neptune in that mutable earth, making everything really muddy. Best thing this individual had going, if it's not retrograde, is this Mercury. Let's see. Let's just move it by days. Oh, yep, Mercury retrograde. Nope, nobody understands a damn thing you're saying. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh my God. And everybody sees this, which is not you. And your outer transformation and inner transformation has everything to do with the sun. The house of Leo. It's your pride. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this chart. Of course, I have a pattern happening here of years, days, months. A lot of this repeating planets, and different planets but in the same positions. And I don't know what phase your moon is in either. But that's what everybody sees. And that's not you. You're an inward person. Everything, I would say, a lot of frustration here, because nobody's going to understand anything. I almost feel a soul crying out for help, and that's the only help in the whole thing is Jupiter, which is ironically in a unique position. Let's take away all this stuff here, because it's in Gemini, but it's over that club of Orion, and that's a pretty powerful spot. So this is God. Jupiter's God. He's Thor, Zeus, Guru, Nibiru, Jove, Jehovah, Jupiter. And he's a very powerful planet, and he's over that club of Orion. Orion appears as the matador. He slayed the lion. He's the mighty hunter. And you have Jupiter over that club, and that's the sun pillar in the Freemason temple. So your Jupiter would be sitting where your sun would in the temple. So you have God there instead. And for that that would be your hope. Right there. This is different from any chart I have done. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but what I was able to pick up in retrograde, that Saturn and Mercury, I'll have to see if I can't find another source, and this would be a chart I would want to take a second look at, because this hurts. You don't have anything in Taurus to help you, nothing in Aries to help you. nothing in Capricorn to help you.